Hello, everybody. I would like to share the replay of the webinar with you. It was the webinar we had on the 1st of July. DMS had a new launch and we are all very excited. The webinar was hosted by the founder, Lizelle de Kok, and I would really love you to take a time for yourself, just an hour, to see how this business plan can be to your and your family's benefit. So the theme of the webinar is the beginner, the online business plan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Thank you.
Let me know where you're from. Let's go. I love it. Yes. Awesome. Windhoek, everybody. Oh my goodness. You couldn't join at a better time. We are so excited this week because there's a lot of things that has changed in the back end and we are so excited. Thank you guys for loving the hair. Thank you. All right. So put a 1 in the comments there for me if this is your very first time on a webinar like this with us. Put a 1 in the comments if you haven't been to a webinar like this. Yay, look at all the newbies. Well, welcome. So excited to have you with us. Put a 2 in the comments if you've been on one of our webinars before, but you haven't started in the online space at all. A 2 in the comments if that is you. Let me see. So we've got a lot of 2s as well. Awesome. And then I know we've got our amazing community on here. So welcome everyone to this webinar. I am Lizelle and I cannot wait to show you what we have for you tonight. I do want to ask you to keep your distractions a minimum. We're going to be together for about 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes to an hour. It all depends how quickly we move through it. But I want to ask you this. If an hour of your time can potentially change the rest of your life, would that be worth it for you? Yes or no? An hour of your time. Okay, if you are answering yes, I really want you to put some time and effort in here because I know in today's world we are so busy in our mind, like everything's going everywhere, and it's the kids and it's the dogs and it's everybody. Okay, so let your family know, hey people, I need some mama time or some me time. Okay, I need to focus here. Okay, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I want to dive straight into this because you're here for a reason, right? So let me get my stuffies in a row here. Okay, so welcome. I'm going to give you a beginner online business plan. Okay, by the end of this webinar, we call it a webinar training. You can call it what you like. It's like just a live training showing you exactly how to start in the online space. How are people doing this? How are people making money online? And you see them saying, you don't need experience, you don't need followers. What do they mean when they say that? So I'm going to explain all of that to you. But first, let me ask you this. Have you been wanting to start in the online space, but you keep putting it off? Let me know in the comments there. Let me open my comment box. I want to see. You've been wanting to start, right? But you're like, I don't know. You just keep on putting it off, okay? Do you worry about making the wrong decision? Okay. And are you overwhelmed by all the different opportunities online? Like there's just too much noise out there, right? And social media can be draining sometimes because everybody says, no, do this. And then other people say, do this. And then, let me not even talk about all the scammers online. Okay. So it can be very noisy out there. Let me ask you also, have you spent months researching, but still haven't started? Have you spent months like watching videos, Googling, YouTubing, and you're just like, haven't started? Okay. If you answered yes to any of those, you're in the right place. Okay. I know some of you say, I just want to know how to get started. You will know after this how to get started. But like I said, remove all the distractions there. That is the brain going on a little thing. Okay. On a little thing in the woods on a little walk. Just don't let it do it. Okay, remove all distractions. And I do want to share what you are about to hear tonight. If this is your first time, it's probably going to blow your mind. Okay, because you are going to hear some stories, real stories of real people that have gone from struggling to making millions. Some have gone from not knowing how to launch an online business to having the confidence to do it. Some have started in the online space. They didn't even want to show their face, and they are living the dream life that they wanted. For all of us, that looks different. For some, financial freedom is just an extra, just not to having to worry about money. For some, financial freedom is the cars, the house, the whatever it is for you. Okay. You are going to hear some real stories here tonight. But with that, I'm not saying or guaranteeing that you can have that. Okay. It's like me saying, I'm going to give you a diet plan and I promise you're going to have a six pack in 4 weeks. Okay. I don't know if you're going to do the exercises in 4 weeks. I don't know if you are going to eat right. Okay. The same with your online business. I don't know if you're going to implement it. So I can't guarantee your success. What I do know is what I'm going to share with you. You'll know you'll not be doing this alone and you'll have a proven recipe. Okay. So let's get into it. Don't let anyone tell you different. There's only two ways that you can make money. Okay. The first one is the traditional way, the way that most of us grew up with. That is time for money. You have to go somewhere to a job, you have to go sit there, or you have to go travel, but you have to work. You have to trade your time, give in your time to get money. Some have hourly pay, okay? And what happens is your time is limited because it's not like you can do what you want or travel or be a stay-at-home mom or just do what you like. There's always a boss and somewhere you have to go because you're trading your time for money. Let me know in the comments there. Are you working currently? Yes or no? Are you working a 9 to 5? Yes or no? Let me know what you do if you do. Maybe you're your own boss and you're like, Lizelle, I don't like to be my own boss because it's stressful. Okay, whatever it is, one of them is the traditional one. Okay, the other one that has started really taking the world by storm is digital leverage. That is digital because when COVID happened, what happened? Everybody had to go online. Even people that have never been on Facebook or Instagram had to go on there. Otherwise, they would have lost their mind because we were isolated during COVID, right? And what happened also during COVID was people lost their jobs. They couldn't make an income. So they had to find different ways online how to get the income. And here's the part we regular people never knew. Digital marketing has been there since the 1980s. We just didn't know about it because the big companies were using it. We just didn't know about it, the normal regular people. Okay, we didn't know that there was a way. And what happened during COVID was people that were already in the digital space decided, you know what, people need our help. We are going to teach them how we do it. We're going to teach them how to launch an online business. Okay, and the way with digital is through using content. Like in the past, like big companies would use ads or TV or spend a lot of money on marketing. Okay, but in today's world, social media, it's free and everybody spends their time on social media. So what's amazing with going digital is you can use social media without spending money on ads, and there's systems in place that can actually work for you, and your income is not tied to your time. In other words, you can physically work from anywhere and do whatever you want and run your business online. Let me know in the comments there, especially the newbies, the ones that are here for the first time. How would that make you feel if you could start doing that? If you could, just start launching an online business and build something real online that can fit into your life, that can fit, you can go and do what you want to do. It's still work at the end of the day. It's just not tied to your time anymore. Okay. So the truth is, starting an online business has never been easier, but it's also never been more confusing because us everyday people are told, become an influencer, build a personal brand, open a Shopify store, sell products, create a course, start affiliate marketing, build a membership. You're told so many things online that it's actually very confusing because there's so many options. But the mistake people make, and here's a couple. The mistake people make is they try to build everything from scratch. They try to do it themselves. Okay? Most beginners believe they need to create their own products. They believe they have to start and build an entire website. They think they have to know everything before they start, right? And that couldn't be further from the truth, because this isn't how successful online businesses are built. Okay. Mistake number 2 is waiting until they feel ready. Okay. But the truth is, you will only become confident once you've already started. You're not going to feel confident and then be able to start. Okay. And let me share that with you. If you go and you start a brand new job, you know the job title, and you start tomorrow the job, are you going to feel confident in the job? Yes or no? Or are you only going to feel confident when you've been there a week or so? Yes, you're only going to feel confident after you've worked there, after you've taken the action. And what a lot of people do, the mistake they make is they wait until they feel confident, and they wait until they feel, okay, I can do this, and then they want to start. And this is why a lot of people don't start. Okay. Mistake number 3 is thinking that they need a lot of followers. Where the truth is, followers is not the first thing that you need. What you do need is you need a business model, something that you can follow. You need a plan. You need to be consistent, and you need the right guidance, right? That's what you need. You don't need a lot of followers. You need the right type of followers. I have seen people in the online space with over 200,000 followers that's not making a cent. And I've seen people with 1,000 followers that are making over $10,000 a month. Okay. That's what I've been seeing, because followers don't pay you. It's the right type of followers, people that are interested in what you offer. Mistake number 4 is collecting information instead of building skills. Ask yourself, how long have you been collecting information? How long have you been YouTubing, Googling, instead of starting, building something? Okay. Most people are constantly learning, but very few actually build. And the thing is, knowledge alone won't build anything for you. Implementation will. It's like saying someone wants to be healthy. Okay. They think about it, but they never start eating healthy. It's the same thing. If you implement it, you'll start seeing the results. You don't need everything figured out. Okay. What you need is just a simple starting point. You need the guidance, a simple path, and just consistent action. That's really all that you need. Now, why most people never start is they say to themselves, I need more information. I need to know everything. Or I need more time. I need to get my ducks in a row first. Or they say, well, I would love to start, I just don't know what to sell. Or they say, I don't want to make the wrong decision. I'm so scared I'm going to lose my money. Or I'm so scared I'm going to invest in the wrong thing. And that's why they never start. Okay. But when you do have a starting point, and you have the right support, and you have the right guidance, amazing things can happen for you. Okay. So in my own life, if you don't know me, I am a mom of 3 daughters. I got started in the online space not knowing anything. So if you're on this call and you're like, Lizelle, I don't even know what a digital product is, welcome to my world. I did not even know what a digital product was. All I knew was I wanted to be able to not stress financially. At the time, I had my own beauty salon. And after COVID, I actually left my corporate job, started up the beauty salon. Because here's what we do. What do we do when we need money? Let me know in the comments there. What do you do when you need money? Do you look for something to sell, or you look for more to do? You want to do more, you want to work more, you want to look for that second job, that third job. Yes, you want to work more, you want to work harder, right? Because that's how we were taught. And it wasn't wrong, because that is what worked back then, but that's not what works in today's world. There is a better way. So what I did was I worked in the beauty salon, and I was like, I cannot carry on like this. And I actually came to a stage where I was so behind on my kids' school fees that the school let me know that I can't take my kids back to school if I don't pay the bill. And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. And I'm not sharing that to make you feel sorry for me. I'm just being very transparent with you so that you know where I'm coming from. I wasn't looking to get rich. I wasn't looking to buy a mansion or drive a Lamborghini. What I was looking for was freedom. I was looking for freedom from worry. That is what I was looking for. I was just looking for living a life, being there for my kids, being a present parent, and being able to look after them, give them the best, and not have to worry about money. That's what I was looking for. So I initially started in the online space, and I started very unsure. I was very scared when I started. I did not have the money to invest in myself, because the thing is, if you want to learn digital skills, You have to invest in yourself. If you want to have a good salary, you go to varsity, right? Because you invest in yourself. This is why people go to school, because you want to be educated so that you can get a good job later on, so you don't have to struggle later in life. So if you want to go further in life, you don't need more money. You need more skills so that you can make the money that you want to make, right? So I just wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month. I ended up making a million South African Rand in my first 6 months, and I hit $100,000 in my first 7 months. And I've now made far over $700,000 online, just working from home a couple of hours a day, following a system that I know have worked for me. And not just for me, but for many others. And I'm not saying to impress you. I said to you, you're going to hear some stories here. Okay. I'm not saying that to impress you and saying to you, like, look how much money I made. I'm just sharing with you what is possible, because if someone like me that didn't have a clue and I just wanted a way out, if I could launch an online business and be successful in it with no experience, what's keeping you? What is keeping you? And I'm going to share my why with you. This is my why. That's my why. I just wanted to be able to live life. I wasn't looking for fancy things. I just wanted to be able to be present in the moment instead of always worrying about my finances. And this is what an online business has done for me. An online business has helped me work from anywhere. I still work, okay? So it's not a quick get rich quick scheme. It's not like you put money in, you invest in yourself, and all of a sudden the money's going to fall out. You still work. It now works around your life instead of you giving up your life for your work. And it's not just me. We've got so many others. I'm going to share more with you, but this is Nina. She actually had a business already, a physical business. And she was like, you know what? I just need another income stream in my business. I want to do something online, because she's very creative. And she wanted to create more income so that she can be more creative. Because you need money to do the stuff that you love, right? And like, she made $1,500 within her first week. She made over $10,000 within her first, I think it was 5-6 weeks. Okay. And this is not everybody's story. I'm just sharing with you what is possible. And she started not knowing. She was scared. I remember her saying to me, Lizelle, I cannot do and talk like you do. And I said, that's not how you should. You should be you. You should just, who do you want to help? Just go help those people. And she's made such amazing progress. And the best part of this all is you don't even need to be an expert to start doing this, right? What you do need is 3 things. You need a digital product, you need a system, and you need a way for people to find you. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through all 3 so that you know exactly, because you can go off from this webinar and you can go do this on your own. Okay, so what is a digital product? This is a question I get all the time. A digital product is like anything that you can access digitally. Like before COVID, when I say before COVID, that's the traditional way. Okay, we did distance learning where you could go online and you can attend a live class. That's a digital product. It's live classes that are happening or recordings that you are watching. It can be ebooks, manuals. I mean, you all are familiar with digital products. You might just not realize it yet. Okay. Stock photos, digital art. If we've got any moms on here, you probably got some invitations on Etsy that you purchase and print it at home. Okay. It can be memberships, communities, it can be templates, something that you can edit and you can print at home. It can be online courses, mini courses. I mean, everything is going online now, everything. Okay. So if you have a digital product, you need a system. Now, let me know in the comments, where did you order the last time? I'm sure some of you have ordered something online in the past 3 months. Let me know, where did you order? I just want to know. I am just excited to see. Okay. Shein, Amazon, Takealot. Ooh, I also like Takealot. Okay. So you ordered something online, right? Now let me ask you this question. Did anyone bother you to go and buy that thing online? Did you get someone that was kept on pestering you about it and said, come on, chick, come buy this thing, come buy this thing? Or did you go and look for it? You went and you looked for it. You were looking for something. That is the amazing thing about digital, is you don't have to go and look for customers. If you know how to attract customers, you don't have to look for it. Do you think Takealot, Amazon, and all those people are just hoping that you buy from them? No, they are following a strategy and they have a system in place. So when you placed your order, what happened? It can be 2 o'clock in the morning. You can place your order. What happens? You immediately get an email. Do you think that's a physical person typing out that email to you? No. That is the system doing the work while everybody's sleeping. That system is letting you know when you can expect your order. Now imagine having a digital product. You get that immediately downloadable if it's something that's downloaded, or access to a community, or access to your files, you get that immediately. It's not even something that needs to be shipped. Now, if you follow a system, this is how it can work for you. So I'm going to give you an example how this works. So how did you get here tonight? You saw a post on social media, right? Just let me know in the comments, yes or no. You heard about this for the very first time on social media. Am I right? Okay? You heard, okay, from social media. So what happened was you saw someone's content. It could be a video on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest, or maybe an ad, or maybe whatever, okay? Someone's content that they sent. Okay, if you got an SMS, that's probably from me, okay? Because I send out SMSs. And you got an email, you probably just didn't check your spam or your promotions folder. But the point is, you came here because of someone's content, most probably on social media, okay? And what happened was, what did they say? They told you to go and sign up somewhere. Go and sign up, okay, for more information, right? So they sent you to a page, which we call a domain. It's like a .com. They sent you somewhere. You signed up. And then what happened? You got an email. Right? So you started getting, and you probably didn't just get one email. You probably are now getting an email every single day. Do you realize that that's all a system? That's not someone physically typing out the emails or letting this happen. This is all happening automatically. This is working smarter because if you are working at your job and someone asks you what you do, imagine having 100 people ask you every day, so Thandeka, what do you do? Imagine having to answer 100 people every single day. So instead of you having to answer 100 people every second day, your system is answering them because you already know what type of questions people ask you in your business or whatever you do, okay? So the system does that for you. And the right people that has been looking for this, that ends up in sales, and the system handles that as well. So in other words, by just showing up on social media, you are getting into that person's funnel. We call this a funnel. And the system takes care of the rest. Isn't that amazing? That, I'm telling you, is what gives you back your time. It's a wonderful system, yes. Then, the last thing is social media, because you need someone to find you. You can have an amazing product or service. And here's the thing. I spoke to someone today, and they are like, Lizelle, I want to create my own products. And I'm like, that is fantastic, But and she actually shared with me she has created products before, but she's struggling to sell it. I'm like, that's the point. Businesses in general don't fail because they have a bad product or service. They fail because they don't market well. They're not doing proper marketing. And that's where it is. If you don't know how to market your business, you can have the best product or service in the world. It's not going to sell. Okay. So social media is what you should be using for marketing, because that is where people are spending their time. Let me know in the comments, how much time are you spending on social media right now? Probably, you know what? It's almost, at the end of this year, it's going to be 3 years that I'm doing this. And in the first year, I remember the average person was spending like 2 hours a day on their phone. It's now 8 hours and more on their phone. This is why you want to be on social media, because this is where people discover you. Okay, so chances are you already tried on your own. Who's tried you before? Just put me in the comments if you have tried making money online. Like maybe you've tried to create a Canva product. Maybe you have tried to sell something online. Maybe you've tried something. Okay, some of you maybe have not tried, and some of you, but chances are you probably have tried before. okay, and you've been struggling because, yes, it either was a scam, someone pretending to be someone that they're not, okay, or it was too difficult because you're not getting enough traffic, or and then you feel to yourself, you know what, this is too much hard work, this is not working for me. But you know what? There is a simpler way, a much simpler way. And this is what I want to introduce to you. Now, the traditional way of doing business, you could do it if you wanted to own your own business. Now, why would people want to own their own business? Who wants to be their own boss on here? Put me in the comments. Do you want to be your own boss? Because why do you want to be your own boss? You want your own time. You want to make your own money. You don't want to work for a salary, and you want to do what you want to do. You don't want to work for someone, let someone else be in charge of your time, and if you can be at the hospital with your sick child, right? You want to do what you want to do. So, if people wanted to be their own boss, the traditional way of doing it is they need to open a physical store. Because being your own boss, you need a business, right? So you open up a physical store, but now there's a difference. You can either open up your own coffee shop and try it on your own and hope it works and put all your savings into it, or you can buy a franchise like Starbucks. Now, why would people buy a franchise, which is a little bit more expensive than trying to figure it out on your own? Why would people buy a franchise? Let me know in the comments there. I love it when you guys talk to me, okay? I love it when you engage with me because I want to know, okay? Proven to work, brand awareness. Yes, right? Because the model is proven. The business model is proven. This is why so many people. So go look at the stats. Research has shown most businesses fail within the first 3 years of starting. Why? Because they don't have something that's already proven. They are trying to figure it out on their own. Where a franchise, if you buy a franchise, the model is already proven. It's already proven to work. They already have the recipes that they've tried and tasted. They already have revenue that's healthy. And they've already built that brand, right? So people already trust the brand. They receive the guidance that when they buy a franchise, the franchise owner is showing them, listen, don't make the mistakes I make. Do this and this and this because it's going to save you years of failure, right? The systems in the franchise already exist. When someone opens up a franchise, they don't have to wonder, okay, what point of sale system do I need to implement here? How do I need to do all of this, right? And they don't have to figure it out on their own. So the success rate of a franchise is much better than trying to do it on your own. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no? You guys agree? Your success rate is so much healthier with a franchise model. Okay? So, starting an online business doesn't have to be different. Instead of creating everything yourself, instead of spending months researching and making expensive mistakes, I had actually someone yesterday say to me, Lizelle, I have so many subscriptions that I don't even know what I'm paying for anymore because that person has been trying for 3 years, running their own online business. And every time they go in, they have to pay for something different that they think they need. Okay, making very expensive mistakes. Instead of doing that, you can start with a proven model. You can learn while you are building and you can develop the skills as you go. Just like if you are opening up a brand new coffee shop and you have the franchise and you buy the franchise, will you know everything the first day when you get there? Will you know everything? No. You're going to learn and you can open the business because it's a franchise proven model. So you can start making money while you are learning the ropes, while you are learning from the other person that's already done it, right? So a lot of people ask me, okay, so Lizelle, so what are you saying? Are you saying I'm buying something just to resell it? No, you're not buying a course just to resell a course. You are learning how an online business actually works while using something that's already set up for you. Instead of trying to figure it out on your own, and after a couple of months deciding this is not for you, you're working with something that's already working, okay? You are building skills plus your business at the same time. So then I have this, okay, Lizelle, but what am I actually going to sell then? Is it a product? Is it a course? Is it just reselling the same thing? So are you just giving me something to resell? No. It's a digital business ecosystem. Okay? In other words, like a franchise model, This is the faster route that I'm talking about here. The faster route is already a proven business model, coaching inside of it, the systems, the funnels, what works, what doesn't work, the content that works, the content that doesn't, all of it's a business ecosystem that you get. Like, think about it like I call it a business in a box. You get everything that you need so that you don't have to go and make those expensive mistakes and spend all that money. One thing that you have that you can follow. Okay. So how this actually works is you get started with a proven offer, something that's already tested to work. Okay. And then you learn how to market and sell online. And then later on, if you want to, you start building your own products. Many people want to do this backwards because they look so much at how much this is going to cost them that they start building on their own, but they don't have the guidance, they don't have the proven offer, they don't know what they are doing, and they end up never building anything online because it feels like it's not working for them. Where they should just start building on a foundation that's already working. And then when you're good at it and you have success, you start building your own thing. Okay? What you do on a daily basis is very simple. You show up on social media. So you can do this faceless. You can do it showing your face. You can do it doing videos. You can use Pinterest. There's so many platforms that you can use, but you just want someone to discover you. Okay. And then you send them to one place. You give them one link that they go to, and the system does the rest. That is what's so amazing about it. So just to give you an example of what happens to people who use a proven business ecosystem like this. Nicola is one of them. And I don't want you to look too much in the figures like, oh, $22,000 in the last 30 days. I mean, that's almost $500,000 South African rand, because we're a lot of South Africans here, but we've got people from the US, Australia, we're like all over the world in here. This is why we do work in dollars, because we are not capped to a town that we live in. You can literally do this from anywhere. What I want you to look at here is, she says here that, because I say to her, because she's been making like for a long time over $10,000 a month. And I say to her, you know what? Your next goal should be 20. And I want you to look at what she said here. She says, to be honest, I remember thinking, that's a bit out of reach. Because at the time, my best month had just been over 13,000. But I went home and I wrote the goal down anyway, because she believed I could do it. I'm telling you now, and I just came off a mastermind call with my mastermind members. One thing we all want is we want someone to believe in us. You know you are capable of more. But we all want it because we're human. We want that because we feel if someone believes we can do it, we can do it. And she's just made over 22 in the last 30 days. She's 24 years old, guys. I don't know if she's 25 or yet, Nicola. I'm not sure if you're 25 already. But young person that didn't even know that she could do it. She didn't want to even show her face when she started online. And she's changing her entire life. And not just hers, but other people's that are following her because of what she discovered. I'm just sharing a couple screenshot out of my community here. Here's Nicole, and I shared the Afrikaans one because I know we've got a lot of Afrikaans people as well. Just this past month, she made over 30,000 Rand this past month. And she's just and it's not about, I want you to look past the money, because I'm not saying that you're going to make it. Okay. What I'm saying is people are doing things that they never thought possible. Okay. Like Desmarie made 3 sales in, look at what Desmarie said. She says, not long ago, I was going to give up and just stop because I thought this was not possible for me. But here I am today, more than grateful that I did not give up, that I kept on showing up for the other woman that is also looking for a way to earn an income from home, just like I did last December. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to stop was because of circumstances. Because she didn't have Wi-Fi, she thought she had to stop and not do this online business. And instead, she still doesn't have Wi-Fi, and look at what she did. Because we tend to look at what is stopping us from creating the life that we want. We tend to look at money or what's standing in our way. But it's just by making that choice and saying, you know what, I want to create a better life. I want to create, and it looks different for a lot of people. It depends on I have business owners in here that they just want to have an extra stream. They want an extra stream of income. Some business owners just want more visibility on their business. It all depends. Okay. Look at Belinda. Alicia. Alicia created her own products and she sold more in 2 days than what she sold an entire year before on the skills that she learned in the year of creating her own products, which is so, so amazing. So before I carry on, I want to bring up Zanel. I just want her to come and share with you as well. I like to bring up so you can hear them from themselves. And you know why I'm asking them to share? It's because I want you to start believing that more is possible for you. You can get off this webinar tonight and not do anything. But if you can hear that more is possible and you can feel inspired after this, I have done my job. Because I know what I used to think about myself, used to be very depressed, and how I changed my life around. And I believe anybody can do this. Sanali?
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Lizelle. It's always like a flipping huge pleasure and honor to talk here and to share my testimony because not too long ago, like 2 years ago, I was the mom working 7 days a week, 12-hour days, and not getting through a month. Literally, I couldn't do it. My salary was just not enough to get through. And like I felt depleted and disappointed. My husband's a H2A worker. He works 9 months away in America just so we could keep the roof over our house. And I felt like I was working all the time and I'm missing all the time out with my little ones. I was never there. I missed bedtime. I missed dinner times. I was doing it all on my own. School runs, seeing people. I wasn't confident to do this. I didn't have it all figured out. In fact, I didn't have anything figured out. But something inside of me knew I had to change something. When one evening when I worked late again and I missed bedtime again for the millionth of time with a 2-year-old, she came to me after I was working on my laptop and I was already irritated because I was overworked, overstimulated, and now she is supposed to be asleep, and now she asked me, "But mommy, you're always working. Why do I even ask you for anything? I'm just no. The answer is just going to be no." And that broke me. That broke me as a mom. I couldn't even pay all my bills, although I'm working for a salary. My husband is already working 18 hours. What more can I do? And I started looking. And I found myself where I was in a program, but I felt like stuck. I felt like I'm hitting the ceiling. I felt like I'm not getting where I'm supposed to be. But it wasn't like I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to be. It was like I didn't have the support I needed. I didn't have the guidance. I didn't have the coaching and the people that believes in me that I can do this and push me and calls me higher. And that's what I needed until I found DMS that changed all of that for me. It gave me the belief I needed. And almost 2 years later, I still don't have it all figured out. I still have doubts creep in. I still have like moments where I'm like, what am I doing? What am I going to post today? Like I have blank spots and I make bloopers and then I just do the video over again. And then I have Lizelle calling me high and saying, you can do this, go here, go do this, or whatever I need on that day. And that is the real support. This is a community where you get love and support. This is a community where people actually want to help you succeed, where you don't have any disadvantage, but all the advantage you can get with this. So I'm telling you right now, if you are feeling that you are feeling stuck and you don't know what to do, I also didn't know what to do. I didn't have the money to sort. I sold my couches and bless my husband's heart, he wasn't angry with me. And I pray to God just to not struggle each and every month against trying to pay the bills. And this is what happens. When God opens a door, you guys, nobody can change it. Nobody can close it. If it's for you, you're here for a reason because God opened the opportunity for you. But now it's your turn to walk through it. Now it's your turn to make it happen. They say in Afrikaans, 'n boer maak 'n plan. So just make a plan and just do it and go for it. The next 6 months can be a whole lot different. Be the one looking back and say, I actually did this. That's me showing up scared and unsure instead of wishing you started because you're still looking at other people's success. And you can be that people. You don't have to be fancy or anyone special. You just have to be you. So yes, that is me. And thank you, Lizelle.
Thank you so much, Janelle. I love seeing the growth. I really do. I know Stelmi is also on here. I want to ask her to come and share as well. Stelmi, are you on? I love it because, it's just so powerful. Yes, it's powerful testimony. It's powerful what you are so capable of so much more, right? Is she on here?
She is. Let me just see.
Let us know, tell me, just unmute. Okay, what I'm going to do is while we wait for her, let me carry on. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so you heard for yourself now, right? Over the past year, so what's been happening behind the scenes here is DMS started with a year ago. We are celebrating a year now. We're celebrating this month. We had some amazing things happening behind the scenes. And although we started before with other stuff and it started with a very small community, it has just grown with over 1,200 people. And we are so excited about it. But over the past year, I've been asking myself this one question. If I could rebuild it from the ground up, what would I include? One thing you will learn from me is I always say you need to listen to what people want. Running a business, doing a business is all about people. And I've know what worked for thousands of students. Okay. So I have seen where beginners get stuck. I've seen what helps people move faster. I've seen what creates confidence. I see what actually gets results. So what we did, we rebuilt on what was already working. So DMS has already been making waves in the sense of because we've got an amazing coaching pillar in this community. This is what we stand for because we believe no one should be running a business or building a business on their own. So we rebuilt it to make it even better. And this is what's so exciting. So the problem a lot of people experience is they ask, I don't know where to start. Okay, so our solution is we take you through the first 7 days. We take you through it because what we do is we prepare you mentally and emotionally for your journey. Because a lot of people, they just want to get started and they are consuming so much information, but they're not changing. And you have to step up. You just think about it. How can you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result in your life? How can you expect to be financially better off if you're not making that decision, if you're not changing your ways? This is what we deal with in the 7 days. A lot of people say, I don't know what to post. We have an entire done for you content system, content that's proven to work that we help you with. A lot of people say, I'm overwhelmed. We have a step-by-step roadmap where we teach you step-by-step what to do. A lot of people are very scared of doing it alone. And this is why we proud ourselves in the coaching, in the community. A lot of people think they need something to sell. But with us, we give you that business in a box to get started off with. Some people want to start with their own business, but they want the systems and the coaching and the support, all of it. And some people want to start with the foundation and they want to build something of their own later. We, just so you know, we've also been featured. This is just 5 that I'm showing here, but it's over 30 that we've been, that we are featured online, just to let you know that this is where we are. We are here to stay. We are not going anywhere. We proud ourselves in this business. We also we registered with CPD. It's an international recognized learning, a learning institution, because we are taking this seriously. We don't just want you to get in here, and especially in the pro, we don't want you just to get in here and just learn how to make money. We want you to learn proper skills that's recognized internationally. Why this version is different is we didn't concentrate on more information because we know that more information, there's information overload. Okay, there's a lot of information out there, but we're focusing on implementation because that's where the results are. We're not giving more modules, we are giving more momentum, and not more confusion, but more clarity even. And why DMS is different is we are an affiliate program because a lot of people like Namibia and neighboring countries, many people struggle with setting up a PayPal account. You have to have a US bank account if you want to use Stripe. A lot of people don't have that. So what we did was we made it an affiliate. So you get 90% of every sale you make. If you start with the done for you franchise model, you get 90% of every sale. The 10% goes to the bank fees. I mean, Stripe charges 4%, PayPal charges, then there's bank fees. The 10% is really just for the bank fees and the cost involved there. It's not to make money from you, okay? Done for you content, we give done for you content. No other program does that. With the pro, we give monthly content that's brand new. We check what's on trend, what's changing in the market. You learn and earn at the same time, and you learn how to build your own brand. So this that we just did is not just an upgrade. It's everything that we've learned after helping thousands of people start online. We have just made it more better. And we actually launched another product to make it even easier for people to get started. Because what we realized was DMS had two pillars to start off with. It was the starter or the pro, and I'm going to show you now. And a lot of people don't believe that they can sell a product that's over $400 or $1,000. So what we did was we implemented another product to help them build that belief, because it's really not about the money. It's we don't feel worth that people will buy that stuff from us. And I can share so many testimonies with you. So how to get started? We've got 3 ways that you can get started. The pro is the cream de la cream. And why I say that is this is where a lot of coaching is in. You work with 5 and 6 figure earner coaches in here that has walked your path. They know exactly, they've had results. So you learn from them. They sit with you in smaller groups. You get that attention. You get fresh content every single month, multiple revenues training. This is where you ultimately want to be. If you can't start there, this is where you want to go to, because it gives you so much to not just launch your online business, but to scale it faster as well. Then we have the starter. The starter also has support. You'll get live implementation calls. You'll get content already done for you. You'll have digital products and templates. The pro, you also learn on how to create your own digital products. That one is not in the starter, but the starter is everything you need to start learning and earning, okay, at the same time. And then the new one that we launched is the Launch Accelerator. This one teaches you exactly how modern online business works. It will help you understand what people are selling online and why. The entire business gets set up for you on all 3. We do the entire setup for you. So there's a once-off activation fee of $75. That includes a professional domain for you and a professional.com. You know, like a traditional business needed a physical location and they needed to pay rent and they needed to have papers in place. You need a professional email and a professional.com, because that is your online store. That's where people go to. So what we do is we just take that headache away, and we charge $75 for it. We buy it on your behalf, and we put the whole system together for you. Okay? You will get a breach page, a sales system, and there's a simple content plan that you follow. And then when the time is ready, you can upgrade to the starter or directly to the pro. But it gives you the foundation to start working, and you get the resale rights to it as well. So you can start selling the product as well. Okay, the bonuses that you are getting if you decide to start now and start July on a completely different path. Okay, because here's what I just asked someone. If you have been thinking about starting an online business, let me know in the comments there. Where do you think you would be if you started? If you've been thinking for 2 months maybe, or 3 months, or even longer, where do you think you would be now if you did start that time? 2, 3 months ago, whatever. You would probably be a lot further. You would have the confidence. You would learn the skills. You probably would have some sales already and teach other people on, don't worry, it's not that bad. Earning already, yes, right? So the only difference is you either starting or you are thinking about it. And what I just said was implementation is what makes the difference, not more information. So we are giving you a live onboarding call if you want to get started now. This live onboarding call will happen on Monday if you start today. Okay, it's going to happen on Monday, and we'll help you have everything in place to get started. And guess what? We have upgraded all of it. So it's so amazing. You are starting in the best place ever, because it's now even simpler and better than ever before. And we removed most of the overwhelm. So that means you're going to get a live onboarding call. Instead of just leaving you to watching the videos, we are actually helping you get started live. We're also going to give you content templates. So you don't have to worry, oh my goodness, what do I post? I don't want to show my face. What do I do? We're going to give that to you, okay? And we are going to do the entire setup for you. In other words, you don't have to figure out, where do I get my email? Where do I get my domain? How does the system work? What do I email? You don't have to figure that out. We are giving you everything that's already proven to work. Okay, one decision can change everything. So the question is, 1 year from today, you'll either be glad you started, or you're going to be wondering, what if I did? There's only one way to find out. the decision is ultimately yours. Okay, so there's just more people, just another screenshots in our community. I can share so many of you, but here are your next steps. If you are ready to get started and you finally decided, I am going for it, okay, I want you to get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. Someone did mention an SMS there. If you got an SMS, just make sure, go look in your spam or your promotions folder in your email box. You will see an email there. Get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. They are going to send you a link and you can go and check out these products. Okay, we do have payment plans as well. So just ask those that invited you here, they are waiting to hear from you. They are happy to answer your questions. So don't sit and wonder about it. Because here's what happens most of the time. We talk ourselves out of it, don't we? You know you wanted to do something, but you talk yourself out of it. And then a year or two goes past and you're still sitting in the same situation, right? The question or the decision is yours. Because at the end of the day, I can't make that decision for you. When I started in the online space, what I purchased back then, that person couldn't make that decision for me. I had to make the decision to finally get started and do it. Okay, so I'm gonna, there's 5 minutes left, so I'll answer a question or two.
Lizelle,
Are there
no,
any questions?
Lizelle, Selmy is waiting.
Oh, tell me, there we go. There's your time then.
Hello. Sorry, I
Thank you,
couldn't
Selmy.
unmute myself. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Thank you, Selmy.
Okay. So, hello, my name is Stelmy Lamprecht. I'm a full-time working mom. I became a mom for the first time last year, and like literally my whole perspective changed over my life since then, like specifically over my finances. And I just came to a realization point, I receive my salary, but I'm not really getting there. And it feels like I'm constantly running and I don't reach my financial goals. So I was literally praying for something to come over my path. And last year I attended a women's conference where Shardi was a guest speaker. She's also a community member. And I started seeing her earning online, and I reached out to her and she started telling me about DMS and how it's changing her life, like completely financially. And so I started my DMS journey very scared, and the online space was very intimidating because if you know me, I'm actually an introvert. But yeah, so I started my journey, and the DMS program is fantastic. It shows you literally step by step how to start in the online space as a complete beginner, and you get community support. So it was nerve-wracking, but I started 4 months ago, and DMS literally the last 4 months, it gives me the financial breathing space. It just takes off that load off of your shoulders when you reach end of the month. But it's a decision you have to make. You bet on yourself, and you must just go through it, show up every day, and you will reap the fruits. You will see results. And the best thing is I'm doing this alongside my full-time job, taking care of my baby, running the household. And it's a fantastic program, and it's changing so many people's lives. And I've really grown so much. I actually don't think of myself as an introvert anymore because I started face forward, not even the faceless option, just jumping in from the beginning. So yeah, really great. And thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stelmy. So let me ask you a question before you go.
Yes.
Because I know that with everything, fear is one of the things that always keep us somehow stuck in anything in life. And, I know that we always want to see the path before we take it. So I'm sure, knowing what I know, I'm sure some fears came up for you. What was some of those fears, and how did you overcome it and finally start?
I was really scared, saying I'm an introvert. I'm a very public person. I never thought I would do something online, but I was scared of what people will think of me. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you keeping yourself busy with? And I just told myself, like, it's not their journey. I'm building this for myself. They don't need to understand what I'm doing. And that was one of my biggest fears. And yeah, I slowly but surely I overcame it. Still, there's some days I still feel, I'm scared to post, like I'm talking in this video, but I just overcame it. And every day I just tell myself, you're doing this for your family, and I want a better financial future. No one is gonna come and change it for me overnight magically. I'm the only person that can do the work. And
I
yeah, I
love
signed up for it, and I'm willing to do it, and I'm already earning, and it's changing my life.
I love it. Thank you so much, Stelmi. Thank you so
Thanks,
much for coming to
Lizelle.
share. And I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for stepping up. I know as an introvert, it's difficult, but the fruit is just so amazing, isn't it? Isn't
It
it?
is.
It's so
It's
amazing knowing
rewarding.
and feeling more capable. Right. I
No,
love it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to show you a little sneak peek behind it, but you know what? I'm gonna let the person that invited you here, I'm gonna let them show you. So go and ask them for the link. Say to them you're interested in getting started. Go check out our newly renovated website. And our newly renovated community. If you're ready to get started, this is where you're going to see it. We are still in the process of upgrading, so some might not have the new, well, some will have it and some won't. Nevertheless, you are in the best hands when you get inside the community. What will happen is you will have immediate access inside the community when you start, immediate access. And you can immediately get going and get started and let us come and welcome you. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Come and introduce yourself in the community.